Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 2 of the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship, a rematch from last week. The Wallabies going up against the Springboks. Taking a look at the table as it stood after round 1. The Springboks holding for joint first, separated only by that points difference going the way of New Zealand. The Wallabies down in third with their losing bonus point last week, just being able to stay within the 7 sees them in third place. Both teams will be looking for a second game. We've already had the New Zealand versus Argentina game, which is up on the channel, but South Africa have had some reinforcements coming in this week with the likes of Andre Pollard starting at 10. How much of a difference will it mean to have a huge player like that return to the team? And apparently it's got off to a great start because South Africa have managed to reclaim the ball as they go through. There's the man, Andre Pollard on the charge. Mbonambi shifted to the bench this week. Malcolm Mark starting in that hooker position. We'll see how he gets on as Oxenche gets it out to Jasper Wiese, to Pieter-Steph du Toit. Oh, maybe the short pass wasn't necessary. You could see Colby out there waiting on the wings for it. If it could have got there quicker, might have been their way to go. Now Australia have had some players back into the fray as well. The likes of Coriobetti back on the wing for them. A huge player to return, and let's see what impact that will make later into this game as legs get tired and room opens up. As Arendse talking about room opening up, and there is the first try of the game, walking past Andrew Kellaway. He won't be happy with that one. Maybe should have got a much better position for that. That one felt very, very easy. There's the pass coming out from Jake Gordon, wrapped up. Etzebeth just maybe slowing down, players being able to support his man. The turnover coming in, just passing it out. Mark's getting out to Arendse there. Bit in, did Andrew Kellaway on the man earlier. Maybe should have done, left Arendse room to work with. But it's going to go against them, and Andre Pollard will see if they can get their first conversion of the game over to take them out to 7-0, and does. Arendse will be very, very happy with that one. They'll be looking to try and take maximum points away from this game to try and put pressure on New Zealand, who are actually holding up that first place position as Jasper Wiese smashes his way up the ball, but the turnover coming in, not supported by his man. And now Alaalatoa tries to make his way for Australia through the line. They're wrapped up, though, by Sia Khaleesi. We know the pressure that will be coming from this South African defence. Oh, and there's the new boy, Coriobetti, back on the scene, making way around the outside, but a drop ball in the tackle, and Marks manages to get in and recover. Cheslin Colby fills in to try and get this ball clear. Oh, wrapped up, though, in the tackle. Oh, and the ball's not even gone out. They all stopped playing, thinking the ball was going to bounce out after the charge down. Doesn't. Great vision there by Tom Wright to be able to get across for that one, to pick it back up. And South Africa will be having a line out in their own 22, not the exit clearance they would have wanted, as Reinach plays a looping pass for Andre Pollard, manages to just get it away to Jesse Creel, and this time Damien Dialende wants to try and run it himself, gets it out to the try scorer, Arendse. Tom Wright running across, kicks the ball on, the wind is curling in. Will it just bounce into touch? Is it a 50-22? Will the referee go back for it? He says yes, they did kick it from their own half, which means maybe he would have wanted to get on the end of the ball. But what a great 50-22 coming in by Arendse there, as Etzebeth jumps up as the front man. They don't, though. They go out to the back to Jasper Wiese in that number 8 shirt, and now they drive on for this maul. We know how powerful this South African forward pack is, and it's Pieter-Steph du Toit at the end of the maul who manages to get the ball and jump it over. Malcolm Mark celebrates with him, maybe unhappy to have not had the ball himself there. Likes to get at the back of those mauls, but Pieter-Steph du Toit just takes the ball off him and says, I'll have a try for my stats, please. Great work by South Africa after a 50-22 kick by Arendse. Doing very well for them. Really tough to stop South Africa from this close. Snyman waiting just on the wings for that one as well, if the ball wasn't going to go anywhere. And Andre Pollard will be setting up for the second conversion of the game. 18 minutes in. This is a steamrollering start from South Africa. Exactly what they would be wanting from this game. Exactly the opposite of what Australia would want. They want that top spot in the Rugby Championship, as Andre Pollard slots it through for 14-0. What have Australia got up their sleeve? Back into the arms of Andre Pollard. Just wants a nice clearance. Kick goes out. Oh, and it went over the head of Kellaway, who's not had the greatest start today. Not getting that tackle on Arendse, and that one letting the ball bounce. Maybe didn't think he'd get his hands to it, and it's South Africa who come away with it at the line out. Damien Dialende, who got us kicked off with the last one. Oh, a bit more of a loose pass going out to Colby. Still trying to play his way around. Oh, it's all gone a bit wrong in the communication there. Colby trying to get one more pass away slightly outside him and didn't realise the man was actually on the inside of him. Maybe a bit of a let-off for the Wallabies there, but they will take any luck they can get in this game as Wilson steps into play, scrum half. The ball going out wider this time. Oh, Valentini on the charge, tries to take it, doesn't work for him. And the captain, Sia Khaleesi, has to go himself. Andrew Callaway bitting in again on that man. Horensa was just out on his own. I don't think the captain realised he had a man outside him. The referee playing advantage, and Marks picks up the ball. Cheslin Colby is waving his arms out here. He wants the ball. It's one-on-one. What can he do? He goes for the up and under with the advantage. The referee's called advantage over from him kicking the ball away. I don't think Colby would be too happy with that. He tried to make the most of having the advantage with him, but the kick away has been charged down, and Etzebeth gets it to Jesse Creel. He gets clattered in the ribs for his efforts. Where will they go? Andre Pollard seems to be moving back into the pocket, just wants to go for the drop goal. Oh, but it's snapped up though by, I think that was James Slipper getting in there to actually get in the way of that drop goal. Maybe just thought more points on the board, a bit more pressure before half time. There's a lot of time left in this game for tries as the ball goes back to Villy LaRue running across the field. Who's with him? Australia try and cut across on a dog-leg defence, and Khaleesi shipping out to Creel, to Dialende one more time, to Orense. Oh, the bounce pass though not working for them, and that time Kellaway does get his man and able to shut it down for the Australian line-out. But Sneeman taking the ball, and Reinach gets it out to Andre Pollard once again on a big charge. Andre Pollard has been everywhere today, it feels like. I've been saying his name so often, but Australia getting the ball out though to Hunter Paisami. Got a lot of work to do on his own. Can they get it out wide? Cheslin Colby trying to get across for Coriobetti on the wing there, moves them up to the South African 22, trying to still make room. That's a good run though by the captain, Alatoa. Oh, but the turnover coming in, going to be punishing for them. Kobat Reinach sees that Colby on the outside of him, wants to try and go himself. Looks like he might be in touch there. The touch judge has said he is still in play. Looked very, very close to being in touch. The hooter has gone for half-time. Can South Africa make the most of it? There's a bit of a call. There's a late call coming in from the TMO. Alan Alatoa, the captain, high tackle coming in there. He has been upright in that tackle. It will go for bunker review. Now, what will South Africa do from here? They've called the scrum. They've had a lost man now in that scrummaging. They're going to have to bring a man in. It means there will be more room to play with. The half-time buzzer is right there waiting for them, but they think they can do something from their own half here. Let's see how they can get on, as South Africa will want to make a huge drive out of this scrum. It goes back. Jasper Wiese picks up the ball. He goes, oh, maybe a bit of an offside play there to get on his hands on the ball, but Andre Pollard tries to bounce that pass out, doesn't quite get to Orense, but Jesse Creel, we know he's got pace to burn as well, moves them up. They've still got that yellow card advantage. Andre Pollard, one more offload to Eben Etzebeth, who's with him now as they try and get around. Colby's out there on the wing. Can they get it out wide? They don't manage it, and Andre Pollard gets taken short. They're going to try and go up the blind side this time. Oxenshay's just going to go himself, send the big man through. Andrew Kellaway missing another tackle. That's another one for his stats today. Not looking too good. And Andre Pollard in the middle of it again. And Franz Malherbe sending the big man through the hole. Great pop pass by Andre Pollard. They're making the pressure tell on this yellow card so far. And Khaleesi offload to Jasper Wiese one-on-one. Colby thinks he can outrun the big man round the wing and does, and gets it dotted down in the corner. Cheslin Colby will celebrate that. So much room for Marika Coriobetti to be able to cover on that wing while being a man down as well. Cheslin Colby's always going to be a pacey player to chase down. There was a great little hole hit though by Franz Malherbe earlier on. I think that one will need to be shown in a replay at some point. But there is the winger just charging around Coriobetti, dotting down in the corner. Not the easiest kick in the world for Andre Pollard, but getting the try on the board is going to be an absolute necessity when you're talking about going for those bonus points as well. Andre Pollard right towards the touchline. Difficult kick. Oh, got a bit wrong on the conversion there. He won't be happy with that one. Yeah, he knows that might have been 2 points gone begging. Etzebeth says, don't worry about it. Let's get into the second half, mate. We can step it up. Still 19 points to nil at half-time. A great lead. Well, South Africa have come to play for this one. What a great first half for them. Getting over for 3 tries in this opening half. Kicking us off with Orense so early on into that half. The vision to be able to see that the play was on the outside wing, getting out to Marks. Andrew Kellaway, who's had a bit of a disappointing game today, bit in on the hooker. The offload getting out to Orense for an easy walk-over try, getting us kicked off with the first one, and Andre Pollard slotting that one through to take it to 7-0. Australia have tried to find ways through this defence, and they have made inroads into that South African 22, but the breakdown work from South Africa so far today has just been too much to be able to handle. South Africa have had a couple of really decent runs as well, being able to send the big men through the gap. Andre Pollard has been at the middle of it, and it was the forwards who took the second try of the game. Pieter-Steph du Toit getting over for his driving maul try off the back of a lovely 50-22 kick. Maybe not quite what Arendse was aiming for, but, you know, take every bit of luck that comes their way. And then the third try for South Africa going to Cheslin Kolbe out on that wing. A man down from the yellow card going against the captain, Alan Alatoa, meant they were a man down. Cheslin Kolbe sees so much room to work with. Very hard for Corio-Betty to get back across and stop. But at 19-0 at half-time, South Africa are looking to take this one with a very, very handsome scoreline. On to the second half then, and only two changes to talk about at half-time. Kwagga Smith has come on in that number 8 shirt for Jasper Wiese, spent after that first half, and Bongi Mbonambi coming back in to that hooker position. Some people were surprised to be seeing Mark starting over him this week after a couple of issues last week, but Bongi Mbonambi is a welcome sight back to the team now as South Africa try and get over this ball, but it is Australia getting out to the better start, and here comes the charge by that man, Corio-Betty. We know he's such a brutal player with the ball in hand. Australia are off to a better start so far as they charge through. Nice little sidestep there coming in. Hunter Paisami takes one in the ribs for his efforts. Can they keep going wide? All the bouncing play through. South Africa looking slightly disjointed early on in this second half so far as they get out to Andrew Kellaway charging across. Arendse tried to take him down. Eben Etzebeth is the man who managed to shut him down. Eventually a wide pass out to Wilson. Sees a man out the back of him. Pieter-Steph du Toit ran for the interception line, and it's back to Wilson who kicked us off. Australia going for a lot of offloads here, maybe looking slightly too desperate, just want to reorganise their shape here. As Corio-Betty this time, bouncing his way up towards that 5-metre line. Gordon wants to play quickly. Hunter Paisami once again on a big charge in this second half, and they go back out towards this right-hand side, getting wrapped up as Lolasio that time, not making any room. Andrew Kellaway out on this wing, all on his own, and Eben Etzebeth has to get across once again. He's wrapped up. Oh, there's a great line coming in. Who else would it be but Hunter Paisami, who's been everywhere so far in this second half. A great line from him. Surely could have maybe got over for a try there. Wrapped up, though, this South African defence has seeming to be a bit more organised now as they spread out wide. To Corio-Betty, gets the handoff though on Jesse Creel. Can't get the spin around Cheslin Kolbe though. Jesse Creel a bit slow back to his feet there, maybe taking a bit of a knock in that tackle. He is a tough man to stop. Corio-Betty out on this wing once again. It is Hunter Paisami looking to go himself. South Africa can't seem to get the turnover. A bit of a play there over the player's head. Oh, it's just about work for them. Can they go out wide once again to Andrew Kellaway? That time Andre Pollard has to mark his man across to the wing. South Africa doing well to hold out. Australia just cannot seem to find room in the South African defence. It's holding up so well for them. Stuck in their own 22 though this time. Back out to the powerful winger, but might have been a bit isolated. And now Cobus Reinach, who's got pace to burn, thinks he sees room on the outside, gets the offload to Cheslin Kolbe. It's one-on-one. It's going to be a foot race back, and we know the pace of Cheslin Kolbe. Can he beat his man back to the ball? It's gone over the line. Will he be able to get there? Great pickup by Corio-Betty, but runs into touch, managing to keep the ball out of his own dead ball line. But we saw this in the first half. We know this is probably one of the most dangerous positions South Africa can be in. Will they be able to hold out the driving maul this time as they get the backlifter? Kwagga Smith collects at the back, and once again the huge driving surge. It's going to be too much, and this time it is Sia Kolisi coming up the other side of the ball. Both hookers that today have had to celebrate other forwards getting the tries off the back of the driving maul, but every score going to be a big positive for them. They want those bonus points, and it's a great, well-worked driving maul try. Corio-Betty did well to not get stuck in his own dead ball line. It's one of the tough things going up against the Springbok side. Do you either give them the scrum or give them the line-up for the driving maul? He probably made the right decision, but it is a tough, tough ask to get out of that situation. And Andre Pollard will slot this one through potentially to take them up to 26 points to 0. It's an uphill battle for a lot of the other teams to be able to take on the rest of this rugby championship. And South Africa won't want to stop there as Andre Pollard goes for a high up and under the wind, has caught the ball, and everyone's looking a bit loose there. Well done. I think that was Hunter Paisami managing to collect the ball. Oh, and again, they're just beginning to feel like the momentum is just shifting away from them now. Where can they go as Damien Dialende gets it to Bongi Mbonambi, gets it to Arendse, wants his own up and under. Over the top, who can get under that? Collects his own kick. It's well worked by them. Who's with them further out wide? Because Australia are looking very bunched up. Ebenezer tries to pop it off to Jesse Creel. Can't find his way through the middle there. They go out to the left. Orense, can he make his step around the outside? Does, but wrapped up by another Wallaby defender. Australia managed to get the turnover. They want to take something away from this game. They won't want this one to end to 0. But at this point, it's beginning to look very tough for them to get up the other end of the field. That's a great handoff, though, by the lock, being able to just make those couple extra meters beyond the tackle. This time, they'll go out wide. Oh, Betty went for the kick. Maybe not the right decision there. And suddenly South Africa look to have men to spare over on this left-hand side. And Australia looking very short as Peter Steph-Tutoy gets the offload to Ebenezer charging through the middle. He'll just take it himself. It takes 5 Wallaby players to shut him down. Can they spread it out wide? Peter Steph-Tutoy doesn't look in great shape, but they'll move it around him as Frans Malherbe is the man who finally gets the ball out on the wing. Where can they go? Kobus Reinach looking for it. Andre Pollard is slipping back into the pocket this time. He wants to go for the crossfield kick. Who's going to be on the end of the ball? It's not going to get out to his man. Ala Alatoa is the man who eventually manages to collect it. And Australia can hear that the hooter is just around the corner. They know they can't kick it out. It's a length of the field run for them to try and take something away from this game. As they go up through the forwards once again, Peter Steph-Tutoy does not look in good shape here. He is trying to stay in the line, but trying to stay out of the action. I'm surprised they're not looking to try and take him off, but there won't be another dead play, most likely. So he's going to have to stay on the field. He's performing a bit of a veteran now to be able to pick up the ball. Oh, and in fact gets his own tackle in and shifts the ball loose. Do South Africa look to kick this one out, or do they want to play it on? Damien Dialende thinks there's a gap there for the captain, Sia Khaleesi, to charge through. Once again, charging up towards that 5-metre channel. This has been a brutal game for the Wallabies to hold out. And Damien Dialende throws it off to Ebenezer. What a crunching tackle. Great work there by the Wallaby defence to hold him out. Andre Pollard this time wants to send the captain back through the hole. Oxenshea to Quagga Smith to Orense, who started as off scoring today and dives over to seal out the final try. It has been a steamrollering in this game today. The Wallabies have tried so tough, but some of those little pop passes to just get that man through the hole has been brutal today. And Orense has just been everywhere, being able to seal out this game with 2 tries for him. Great work. And Andre Pollard to see us out with the final kick. Will he take it out to 33-0, which is an absolute statement score to put on this rugby championship, and does. Lovely conversion by him. Only 1 miss today. 5 tries for South Africa. The Wallabies will be pretty disappointed with that performance today, but sometimes the #1 team in the world will just look to come and go for that big steamrolling. What do we think of this score, guys? Do we think this could be something we could see on the weekend in the rematch for round 2 of the Rugby Championship? Or do you think the Wallabies will bounce back and maybe get a bit of an upset against the world #1s of the Springboks? If you enjoyed this video today, make sure to leave this video a like, and make sure to check out the other videos on the channel for the New Zealand versus Argentina game. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.